In this video, we are going to demonstrate how to export Trimble Vision images from Trimble Business Center into SketchUp Pro 2015 for further modeling from images. In the plan view here, you can see some of the photo stations that were collected with the Trimble V10 imaging rover, and on the right you can see a station view from one of these photo stations to give you a better idea of our building of interest. In this case, we won't be needing the station view for our further export. In order to export the data, simply go to the Export tab, and you will find under the CAD group an existing SketchUp exporter has been modified in order to carry the images over into SketchUp Pro. As you know, with the Trimble V10 imaging rover, we collect 12 images per station, and very often not all of the images are facing in the object of interest, so you want to just focus on those images that are looking at the objects that you want to model from. In order to do that efficiently, we have created this image filtering boundary. In order to create a boundary, you can simply launch a create boundary command at the top of your exporter. To select the boundary, you can simply trace out the polygon roughly around the area of interest, and just to emphasize, this doesn't have to be accurate at all. In order to help yourself, you can also take a screenshot and georeference an image from Google Earth like we did in this example, and now you have a better idea of where the building is, and you can simply create a polygon around the building. After you have created a boundary, go back to your exporter and simply select the boundary you just created. You can turn off the georeference image. In the selected entities, same as in existing or older SketchUp exporter that we had, you would select the data that you want to export. So in this case, we don't want to export the boundary as it's not going to help us in our modeling piece at all. For our other entities, you can either select the data directly from the plan view, or you can use Project Explorer. So in this case, I'm just going to select several guide points for modeling from the Project Explorer, as well as the several photo stations. After you're done, simply specify the file name and browse either a desktop or external service location where you want to save your SketchUp file, and hit export. In the export process, we will do the filtering of images using the image filtering boundary, as well as rectifying images for any distortions, so you can continue modeling in SketchUp directly from images. Depending on the number of photo stations that you select and the number of images, this step may take a while. After the export has been done, you will notice the SketchUp file has been created, and you can simply launch it by double-click on it. In SketchUp, you can see the 3 guide points that we have exported, as well as the tabs for all of the photos that have been exported out of TBC. So you can simply select any of these tabs to go into the image, or an easier way that has been added to SketchUp Pro 2015 is in the camera. You can launch an image igloo view, or you can simply hit I on your keyboard. That will take you to a station-like view that is available within SketchUp. You can now simply navigate and enter any of these images in the igloo view by hitting enter. Here you can see the guide points as well, and for example, we want to just create a rough block. We can create a rectangle first, and then we can extrude it to the third point of interest, or you can simply jump out and use igloo view in order to go to the next station. Figure out where do you need to extrude this block to. Takes some time to getting used to these igloo views, navigating around. You can also kind of focus on certain elements like windows in this example, and extrude those and copy objects all over the model. If you go back to the image. You can also use the images to get the texture of the building. Simply right click and say project photo. Notice that from that perspective the photo has been projected. You get a texture on that side. You can also do that from different angles. You can hit project photo and you can see the front facade as well. After you're done modeling, you can end up with a much more complex model like in this example here. That concludes our video on how to export Trimble Vision images to SketchUp and continue modeling in SketchUp from images.